Hello, everyone. I'm past District 33 Director Joseph Skoda. And it's like we've been doing the past several weeks is we're introducing the rest of District 33 to some of the members of our family. And that's probably the biggest joy I've had over the last 10 years of being a Toastmaster is meeting different people from all walks of life. And today our special guest is Carlos Escobedo. How you doing, Carlos?
Hey Joseph, happy to be with you today. How are you?
Awesome, awesome. I think we've known each other 4 or 5 years. I'm not exactly sure. And I don't even think we met at a Toastmasters meeting, probably somewhere in the community, because I'm doing things with veterans and I see you around veterans and doing things in the community all the time. And then I met you in Toastmasters. I'm not sure how that worked out. Something like that. But can you tell us a little bit about how long you've been a Toastmaster and a little bit about your story?
Yeah, definitely, Joseph. Actually, yeah, we see each other a lot. I think that's part of the magic of Toastmaster, being able to network and start connecting with those leaders throughout the community, and you're one of them. So I appreciate your work with our veterans and your service to our country.
You too,
So
Carlos.
I've been um, I've been part of Toastmaster for a little bit more than 11 years. And it times has gone on pretty fast, and it's just a great organization that I still remember the first time I show up to a Toastmaster club. I said to myself, "This is weird people," and and I stayed in the best sense because when I got to the Toastmaster in Guadalajara, in Mexico, where I'm from, I was I got in and Toastmaster Guadalajara, and they approached to me and start introducing themselves and telling me, oh no, and they started me asking questions, and they were pretty kind and pretty nice people. And for me, it was like a little bit weird because you're not used to that kind of communication. So that was my first approach to a club, and it was. And from there, I started getting to know thousands of people that have contributed to my development as a public speaker and as a leader, but particularly as a person.
That's interesting. I've been to Guadalajara several times, and that's a whole different culture that we have, not just in most of the United States, but definitely in the Central Coast of California. Everyone's proper and dresses professionally all the time, and a different vision outlook of what they have compared to us. What are some of the differences that you see between a Mexican Toastmaster club and one here in well, specifically California?
Yeah, the club I was part of in Mexico, um, it was I mean the structure was it's really similar. And you start with actually we start with table topics, if I recall. No, the it was I believe it was no, the first part of the session was the speeches and then the table topics, but it was pretty long. It was 2 hours, a 2 hour session. So, but it went on pretty fast, and because there was a lot of interaction, a lot of everything was so well designed, so it moved pretty mostly like actually it was kind of like it's kind of like a Toastmaster protocol, and it was pretty big. It is still pretty big. I still have contact with them. So uh, I don't know. I think it's we all each club has a different flavor, I would say. We have a kind of like the same structure, but the way that we develop these sessions are a little bit different. Right now, I'm proud to be part of Toastmaster Valle Santa Maria, which is the only Spanish-speaking club on the Central Coast. And thank you, Joseph, and everybody who has been supportive of it since day one. And it just we have a different way of doing things than other clubs. So, and I think that's the beauty of Toastmaster. You can still have the protocol, the structure, but everybody has their own uh, uh, sense of how to do things. So that's pretty cool.
Oh, that's interesting. I remember years ago I got to visit Portugal and Brazil. Actually, I visited Portugal, but I visited Brazil. And I thought it was Spanish. And I tried to get around doing different things, but it's Portuguese. It's very interesting. I could not communicate with my broken English, let alone my broken Spanish very well there. It took some getting used to. So what are you doing in the community of Santa Maria now? And how do you and contribute Toastmasters to some of your success?
So Toastmaster has been very important in terms of my professional and my personal uh, development. So leadership, of course, skills as well. So on one side, the in the professional arena, right now I work at the Santa Barbara County Office of Education in the Transitional Youth Services, and we work with a foster youth and homeless students. So a lot of communication is it's key to everything I do. As also I serve as city council member for the city of Santa Maria, and I'm a vice president of membership for Toastmaster by Santa Maria. I'm part of the Rotary Club of Santa Maria South. Shout out to my peers, and um, what else? I'm a commissioner for the Human Services Commission for the Santa Barbara County. Also board member for the Boys and Girls Club, uh, and also founder and coordinator of Santa Maria in Action program, which is a community-based, volunteer-based organization. We do city cleanups. We help senior residents with their gardens. We provide uh, different recreational activities, and yeah, it's just and so on and so forth. And also, I'm a chairman for Santa Maria Open Streets Calles Vivas, which, by the way, Joseph, let me let you know that it's coming back this year. On
Yes, yes, yes.
In 2019, you might recall that we closed down West Main Street first time ever, and we put up more than 150 free activity. It was a huge event, and
Yep.
after COVID, now we're going back, and really excited. And throughout this process, I think it's communication and the skills I developed through Toastmaster have been key uh, to become an efficient and effective leader, and being able to communicate and really have this being able to be successful. I think it's those skills I keep inviting everybody I know that go to a Toastmaster. It will change your life. And I try to share that with me because there has been a lot of people that have been sharing their skills and their knowledge with me. So I think it's kind of like a ribbon effect.
You know, that's a real good point. We have a lot of similar friends and circles living in the Santa Maria Valley community. From doctors and lawyers to different professionals to immigrants to students and everyone else, veterans, of course. And it's pretty amazing how you and I lived in a different era. I mean, we're living today's era, but we grew up in different cultures and backgrounds and experiences. But we come together in this common purpose, not just as Toastmasters, but as networkers, as supporting one another in the visions and goals. And ambassador, founder, congressman, so forth and so on, all the things you're involved with. I don't think you can keep track of all that. I think you have as many titles as I do, just being in different clubs. It's pretty exciting. And obviously you're a little bit younger. So how do you stay motivated as well? Like I said, you're a little bit younger than the average Toastmaster. What keeps you in the game? And I know your brother's a Toastmaster also. So what keeps you both motivated?
So actually, one of my mentors in Toastmaster, once she gave a speech about, she was mentioning that there's three type of people. The one, the first one that see things happening in front of them and just passing by. The second that ask themselves, when did this happen? And the third ones are the ones that make things happen. And since that date, that has been stuck in my head, and that's became my philosophy of life. If you want to achieve a goal, if you dream of something, you cannot just wait for things to happen. You gotta act on it, and you gotta work every day and baby steps, little things each day, and that will make you. Uh, there's a great saying that you don't need to see the horse staircase. Just take the first step in faith, and and I live by that. Every day, I think I see it as a big opportunity to do great things, uh, to fulfill dreams, goals, and a little bit of caffeine helps, of course, and just stay as positive as possible and dream of something bigger, but also realize that uh, you will not be able to achieve anything in life by yourself. You always need a team to make it happen. Everything I've done, all the projects I'm involved, comes along with a great set of team, that people that we share a vision and we work hard to get it. We might not be from, from the same background, same age, but when we
Right.
share a vision, we focus on that. That's the magic.
That's pretty exciting because what we have in Toastmasters is, as you're familiar with, called a high performance leadership project. And that's putting teams together. And they don't necessarily have to be Toastmasters, just the right person for the right job. And sometimes they're just the right person, but we're developing those people to learn and grow and do things we can all that we never thought we could do before. So it's people like you leading and getting people together. So, yeah, let's close down Main Street, for instance. That was a big undertaking. I'm glad you're going to do that again. I will definitely be part of that event again because that's a big deal. Or and let's go do this, or let's try something new. We need our minds continuously growing and being stimulated. And I really love that, making things happen. You're one of those that are making things happen. So tell us a little bit more about maybe your vision in your Toastmaster journey, or how you expect it to help you in other aspects that you intend to do with your life.
So I think I mean, a couple of years ago, a couple of members of Toastmaster, we came with a vision of providing Toastmaster in Spanish in this
Mhm.
area. We saw a need for it, and not just because people that speak Spanish do not speak English, but also why allowing the Spanish-speaking community to have access to the resources and skills and just a space for it. And even people that do not is not their first language, maybe they can practice, they can learn, as I did in the English Toastmaster before, and at Nina. Shout out to all
Media
Nina
Club,
Club.
yep.
and uh, and my vision for it is to consolidate Toastmaster Valle Santa Maria and make and proliferate, have more Spanish speaking club throughout the area, and and let everybody know that if you want to practice your Spanish, sorry, or you want to learn some Spanish, come and join us, and we'll have fun. I'm really proud of my team, the club, and we've we have new members, and it's just so excited to make it grow to a point that hopefully we can have more.
I appreciate that very much. It's been a while since I visited Valle de Santa Maria, but I will be there soon. I've got some things on my agenda, and that's one of the places I'm going to visit real soon. So
You're
I
welcome
appreciate
anytime.
that. I will. I know. I know. Well, any words of wisdom for others who want to develop certain skill sets and maybe get involved in speaking something that we'd rather die than speak? But any words of wisdom for anyone else out there?
I I would say give it a try, and that's something that it's been in my, you already have a no in your life, and unless you try it, you will never know. And there's people that think that that if public speakers and leaders are some skill that you are born with, and I do not agree with that. You develop those skills. I mean, you might be good at speaking, but once you get into Toastmasters, you find out that, yeah, maybe you thought you were good speaking, but actually you can improve. And some people say that they don't know how to speak in public, but there's a saying that there's no a speech so good that cannot be improved, or a speech that is so bad that didn't have anything good in it. So just try it. Go out to a Toastmaster, see what we're all about, and I'm pretty sure you will be any Toastmaster you attend. You will be surprised of how that can change your life. So that will be my recommendation.
I totally agree with you 100%. I like that. There's not a great speech that can't be a little bit better. There's not a bad speech that, well, we can take something away from and continuously develop one another. And you're right. This organization helped me develop skills I didn't know I had. And quite frankly, I didn't really have them before. I just get a little bit better and tweaking each and every day. Well, that being said, we deeply appreciate you being part of District 33 family, Carlos, and we wish you and your family and your friends the best along your journey and everything else you're doing. So thank you so much, and we appreciate it, and we look forward to meeting the rest of our District 33 family. So feel free to reach out to Carlos, learn a little bit more what he's doing in the Santa Maria Valley, or reach out to me or District 33 to find out just a little bit more. We love to share with you and learn and grow with you and enjoy our journeys together. With that being said, Joseph Stevens Scota out.